Continuing our team coverage now on the deadly crash in New Hampshire involving a West Springfield truck driver. Good evening, I'm Beth Ward.
And I'm Dave Batson. There have now been a resignation at the top level of Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicles. It's tied to the failure to take action after Vladimir Zukovsky was arrested for drunk driving in Connecticut before this most recent incident.
Now, many are wondering how this slipped through the cracks at the RMV. Western Mass News reporter Alyssa McCann spoke with a local police department about the process of reporting arrests to the state.
The investigation into the New Hampshire truck crash that killed 7 motorcyclists has now led to the head of the Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicles to step down. This resignation is leading to questions how the RMV and police departments communicate in the state. The Massachusetts Department of Transportation calling for answers after the RMV admitted the agency should have terminated West Springfield truck driver Vladimir Zukovsky's driver's license after his drunk driving arrest in East Windsor, Connecticut this past May. In a statement, DOT CEO Stephanie Pollock promises a, quote, in-depth review of the registry's state-to-state data sharing process to ensure the RMV acts as quickly as possible on any information shared by other states. To learn more about the current process, Western Mass News checked in with local police departments about how they report a driving offense to the RMV. Officer Michael Wilk with the Chicopee Police Department tells Western Mass News, if someone is pulled over for a serious offense, an officer must report it to the RMV.
And an officer feels that there's a need for an immediate threat suspension or review, the officer will fill out the paperwork and it'll either be emailed or faxed immediately to the registry for them to take action.
Officer Wilkes says once the paperwork is sent to the RMV, they are not in further contact with the RMV unless they are asked to serve an in-hand suspension to a resident. Zukovsky's driving history has raised many red flags since 2013, with charges in and out of state. But Officer Wilkes says if someone was charged in another state, it won't show up on a criminal record check or a license check here.
Unless we do a special check, which isn't usually done on motor vehicle stops. It's usually done on a more serious offense. If that state notified the Mass Registry and they suspended the license, it will show up to us on our computer check that the license is suspended.
Officers can use a system called III to check a person's history in other states. Wilkes says unless an officer used a III to find out more information on Zukovsky, there is no way local police officers would know about all of his offenses, only the RMV.
Once the registry suspends your right to operate, all your rights to operate are gone.
Western Mass News will continue to follow this investigation as it continues in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. For Western Mass News, I'm Alyssa McCann.